Welcome back to Coffee Time. This week we're going to look at an app that's just a little different. It's an app that I use personally, but I think that it's an app that has some educational benefit as well as personal health benefit for teachers, which is why I use it, is for my own health. And we're going to go in here. We're going to look at this app down here at the bottom called CoffeeTime. So if you want to grab a cup of coffee, sit back, relax, learn about a little app, see if it can help you improve your life at all, and sit back. We'll talk about it for a bit. All right, so CoffeeTime does one thing, and it does it really well. It's an alarm clock, and you'll see here down at the bottom are the various places where you can set up things. And I'm going to start here on the alarm clock itself. And to set the alarm, you simply slide the little red set button with your thumb or your finger. And so I can move it around the clock face to tell it what time I want to wake up. And I have it set basically at, let's go back, I have it set at about 4:50, if I can get it back there. And so in the settings then, down here where I have the wake up phase, you'll see that I have it set for 30 minutes. So when you look at that little red bar that is next to the alarm setting, that's 30 minutes before my wake up time for the alarm clock. And what this app does is you will start this, and then you will put it face down on the bed next to you. And it uses the accelerometer inside the iPhone to gauge movement in the night, and it gauges what level of sleep you're in, if you're awake or if you're in a light sleep or if you're in the deep REM sleep. And it will track that through the night. And so as it approaches inside that 30-minute window of time to wake up, the idea is it will search for the optimal time to start to wake you up. So it will look for that time when you are sort of awake already and begin the process of going off as an alarm clock. You say, well, I don't want to wake up before the alarm. Well, I'll be honest with you, I don't either. But if it senses 10 or 15 minutes earlier that that's a better time to wake me up, or that's an optimal time to wake me up, actually the theory is I'll have more energy through the day. And so in the morning when I'm finished, I get this kind of result. It tells me, you can see in the bar in the far right-hand side, it will tell me last night's sleep patterns. So you can see that each night it tracks not only the time when I set the alarm, it tells me I'm awake, it tells me when I went to sleep. You'll see down here underneath the bedtime duration efficiency, you'll see the color coding for awake, light sleep, and deep sleep. You can see those colors up there in the bars. It tracks that over time. If I come down just a little bit, you'll see last night's sleep. It was a Saturday night. I was up till 1 o'clock in the morning watching a movie, so I went to bed. It took me a little while to go to sleep. I woke up a few times in the night. I had some time in there of deep REM sleep. And then it started waking me up toward the time that I had the alarm set, which this morning was 7 o'clock. So I got about 6 hours of sleep, roughly. And it will tell me every day what those things are. And I can sort of track my sleeping patterns. And as I do that, I get an idea of how things are going for me through the day. So I see this in a couple of ways. I see this as a good way for a person to sort of track personal health and your sleeping habits to see if you're just always tired all the time, what's happening in the night. This is a good way to do that. But you can also use this as an educational tool. It is both available as an iOS and an Android app, but it's available only for phones. It's not available for the iPad, at least not yet, which would be a really big thing to lay in the bed with you at night, I suppose. But students who have any kind of smartphone, whether it's iOS or Android device, could install this. There is a free version as well as a paid version. And I think the paid version was $1.99, but there's a free version for students. They could use this to begin to track their own personal habits and use the numbers and data to sort of tie mathematical things into real life. They could use this as a writing prompt about what they're seeing over time. A lot of different kinds of things could happen. So down here at the bottom, you'll see that I have an average. My average time of going to bed is 11:06 at night. My average duration of sleep is about 6 hours a night. And they say that the efficiency, average efficiency, should be around 85%. I'm below that. And so as I begin to look at those kinds of things, I can sort of see why I'm tired or if I need to adjust things. Students could look at this for study habits. Why are they not engaged in school? Why are they always tired in school? Well, let's look at what's going on at night. So there are a number of things that could happen. This is, again, this is called CoffeeTime. It's available for both iPhone and Android phones. Free version, $1.99. Download it, give it a try, and we'll see. Let me know what you think. Maybe it will help you kind of gain a little perspective on your own personal health benefits. If you use it in class, let me know that as well. Until next time, enjoy the coffee, enjoy life. Talk to you next week.